Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, my beautiful star seeds. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video live. And then thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. We're going to do some mini readings tonight. I'm excited. The last time I did mini readings was like September 3rd or something like that. So it's been a while. But if you want to get on the list for tonight, we already have 2 people on the list. You have to send $25 to my PayPal. The link is in the description of this video. Once you send the $25, I'll put your name down on the list, and you can choose from an astrology reading, which can include a natal chart reading, a progress chart reading, a transit reading, synastry reading, or you can have me pull some cards for you, some oracle or tarot cards. So that is how this broadcast works, and we are usually here every Friday unless I'm dying in bed. But thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Hello, Christina, Maria. Thank you for being here and moderating. And I want to invite you guys, before we actually get started into the readings, to check out the Moon Goddess training, which starts next week on the 6th. Is that Wednesday? I think that's Wednesday, but I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't even matter. On the 6th, the new moon in Libra, we're going to have an initiation ceremony, and this is going to be a 6-week long program where we get to talk about basically embodying the Moon Goddess. What is the Moon Goddess? She is so many things that we're going to talk about. She flows with the moon. She knows her astrology. She's initiated into the mystery schools of Hathor. She understands the flow of the moon. Hello, Shannon. Welcome in. She understands the phases of the moon. She understands what phase she was born under. She understands the astrology of what makes up the goddess in her, what kind of goddess she embodies. All of those things we're going to talk about and we're going to learn during these 6 weeks. We're also going to do a 40-day meditation together. I'm going to be doing that meditation live on Instagram. The account is at Moon Goddess Training, but make sure to also follow me at Channel for Grace on Instagram. It's going to be an amazing 40-day journey, and I can't wait to begin and to share in this sacred space with you guys and to bring back the beautiful and powerful mystery schools. So that is going to begin on the 6th next week. it is only $222. So if you want to, also there's an option for a payment plan. So 2 payments, you can split that in 2. You do the first payment whenever you make it, and then the second one exactly 1 month later, it takes it out of your card again. So if you prefer to do it that way, that is an option. And I've extended the discount, which the program is really $275, but I've extended the discount because I was sick for like 3 weeks and I wasn't even able to announce it or even be present for you guys. So we've extended that deadline. And I also want to announce that I have completed all of the malas. As you can see, all of the Starseed malas. I have an Etsy shop. It's called Eagle Star Jewels on Etsy. I just recently created a Starseed essential oil line. We're 7 major Starseed energies. Andromeda is one of them. Arcturus is one of them. Ophiuchus is one of them. Lyra, Arcturus. Did I say that already? Yes. Pleiades, the Sirius. I think that's all 7, but I might have missed one. Either way, I created the matching malas. So the Starseed malas. And I'm actually wearing the Ophiuchus one. I'm going to show it to you guys. I think this one's my favorite. I picked specific stones for each of the starseed energies, specifically because of the energy of that starseed family, what they're about. Hello, Star Moon from Australia. Welcome in. So happy to see you here. This one, Ophiuchus, has a serpent, and instead of having the tassels, I've decided to make these with charms, and they have come out so beautiful. I just finished taking the pictures. Hello, Melanie, welcome in today, and I'm going to be uploading all of the information and everything onto the Etsy shop, and you'll be able to purchase this by itself or with the Aura Mist, or with the Aura Mist and the roller bottle, which are the essential oils. And when I send them out, I'm actually going to infuse them with the essential oil blends. So I'm going to spray the Aura Mist of that starseed energy on it. So when you receive it, you'll get also the sort of smell effect of the energy, the essential oil effect. But this one has Labradorite. Ophiuchus is a very strong serpent energy, and so I have added the charm of the serpent. We've also have a beautiful Labradorite bead. I don't know if you guys can tell, but these beads that I found are so powerful and beautiful. It's got a little feather charm because I was inspired by what is the snake, the feathered serpent from the Mayans, the Mayan culture. For some reason, I was inspired by that. But this has Labradorite. It also has snow quartz, cracked quartz, and yes, those are the 3 stones for this one. I think it's my favorite. I love Labradorite. It is totally a goddess energy, and this is the sacred feminine as well, Ophiuchus. So just wanted to show you that one, and I have 6 more that are just as beautiful and just as powerful that will be going up on my Etsy shop. I think this weekend I'm going to finally put them up. All right, let's get started. Christina Maria is first on the list, and then we have Brenda, Norman, and after that the list is open if you want to get on it. I'm going to shut up so that we can get to these things. But I really do, again, appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us on Friday. Well, my face is really bright, but that's okay. Let us begin. It's so cool, Star Moon, that you're watching from Australia. Thank you for being here. Yes, and the links are to everything I talked about is available in the description of the video. Ooh, a card reading. Okay, yeah. When you're ready, just put up your question. Right, Shannon? Okay, because Shannon, remember when these little snakes came to your house? I remember I was like moving or something. Yeah, I think I was moving. I don't remember, but I had them sent to Shannon's house. And I finally found their purpose. And this is so beautiful. Like, it's so different to have a mala that has charms instead of a tassel. And the way that I created it, and I do all my own wire wrapping too, and I use gold-filled or gold-plated, as much as possible, gold-filled materials, because I don't like things to get, what's it called, rusty, or like what is it called when they get messed up? Anyways, I don't like that, and so I like using gold filled stuff, and it makes things much more high quality. But also, and I use sterling silver, or like sterling filled and all that good stuff, or sterling plated, so that it never gets rusty. It's not rusty. It's not the word. What's the word? Somebody's got to know. Shanna's like, yes. Okay, so here's Christina's question. Anything that would be most helpful this time for me? I really appreciate that question right now. I got myself this cool new cup, this hydro flask, because every time I make myself a tea, it always goes cold because I take a long time to drink my teas. So I appreciate this question because I very much appreciate being allowed like the full space to really like channel right now. I am really feeling that. So I've got 3 decks that I'm going to use. I've got the tarot, the vice versa tarot. I'm feeling a lot of expansion in my intuition. My clairsentience is ridiculous. Cool. Yes, tarnished. Yes, thank you. That's what I was talking about. Like, what the hell am I talking about? I hate things getting tarnished. So we stopped that by using either like true gold filled or gold plated. That gold filled especially doesn't tarnish. And then obviously sterling silver does tarnish, but it cleans up really nice. I've also got my astrology cards and my new favorite deck that I've been using, and the energetics of color deck as well. I know that is exciting. So thank you, spirit guides, angels, and teachers for being here with us tonight. I would like to ask for help clearing the energy of the cards that I'm going to be using, as well as my energy, so I can be that open channel for the wisdom, the intuition, the messages, and the grace to flow through. We would like to ask for a message for Christina Maria, whatever she needs to know right now that would be the most helpful for her at this time. She's been feeling a lot of expansion in her intuition. Her clairsentience is very strong, and so she would like some guidance, general guidance for Christina Maria. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, I seriously love this mala. Like, I can feel the power of it. I can't wait for you guys to see all of the other ones when I put them up on Etsy this weekend. It was really fun taking all of the images for them. Oh, I'm so happy that I feel better, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 5 cards. It's going to be the intuition. Oh, there was one hiding there. Interesting. We're going to keep them together. Intuition, challenge, overall theme, wisdom from the ancestors, and then instead of animal spirit, the energetics of color. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. Yes, the list is definitely open. Okay, that's wisdom from the ancestors, and we'll do energetics of color, and then for clarification, we'll use the astrology cards. Okay. That's the message from the colors. My God, these cards are like, either I haven't shuffled in a long time and I am having trouble, but they're going everywhere. All right, so here we go. The first card that we get, and I'm going to go mostly intuitive with these tarot cards, but some of them I might use the traditional energies. But here we go. And Stephanie, I just got your payment. So you get the star card as the first card this is the intuition card. The star card is about hope for the future, but also inspiration. This is the back of the card, so I'm not going to read it as reversed. I'm just not going to do reversals right now for this reading, because I want to point something out, is that in this card, when you look at the back of it, you can see that in front of her is a being. There's a being right here, and it's hard to see because of my green screen, but it looks like some kind of starseed being. I am getting like Arcturus or Orion, actually Orion energy from it. So if you have any Orion starseed markings in your chart, I think the Orion energies, the Orions are the ones communicating with you. I think they're bringing you with the intensity of the visions, because also the star is Aquarius and it is about visions of the future. So when you're receiving messages right now from your spirit guides, and I'm feeling like that Orion energy is coming through very strong. Now the challenge, this is interesting because the two cards that you got as the challenge are the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Those are not challenges. The Magician is actually you taking control of your powers. So it's the alchemy. It's the Hermetic alchemy or the Hermetic alchemist. If you can refer to it that way. And this energy is about you taking control of your powers. And when you take control of your powers, abundance comes in. The Ten of Cups is about abundance. It's in all ways, like the perfect relationship, the family, like the whole thing, the house, the kids, the whatever. If you want kids, the money, the abundance. So this is about you. The reason I feel this is interesting because this is in the challenge position. And okay, perfect. Makes perfect sense. Even though it's in the challenge position, I feel like there's something about the abundance. There's something about taking control that maybe freaks you out a little bit. And that's why it's a challenge for you specifically. It may not be a challenge for everyone, but right now it seems like it's a challenge for you in some kind of way. You also get the High Priestess as the overall theme. We do see her again, not reversed, but we see the backside of her. So because I'm seeing a lot of the feminine energies and you're standing behind them, you haven't yet like fully stepped into your power. That's what I'm feeling. You're kind of like hiding behind like the actual energy, but you haven't fully like come out. That's why the two challenge cards are here. So, but the High Priestess is about being at your best. And we're going to learn about it in the Moon Goddess training. It is connected to Goddess Isis. It's also connected to the hairline moon center, which is like the halo from earlobe to earlobe. There's also another arc line from nipple to nipple, like in front of the chest for women in this area. And the arc line is really about connecting to your intuition. It's the third eye. So it's like in this area here, third eye opening up. But I also see you standing and sitting in your reverence in that seat. Yes, you're like hiding behind, you're like peeking, but not quite fully there. All right. The wisdom from the ancestors, the Five of Cups. This is about letting go of grief. Letting go in general. There's grief that needs to be released. And the minute that you release the grief is the freedom that you're looking for. You also got the card lilac. I don't know if the flower lilac means anything to you, but you got the lilac from the color cards and it says divinity. Your life has a master plan. Let the universe take care of the details as you surrender to the process of creation. Yes. Play, sing, dance, walk, sleep, whatever you need to do to stay in the flow of creation. Everything functions in divine time. How can you enjoy the process more? Lead with grace. You have more support than you can even comprehend. Yes, the Orion, right? Your starseed family is with you, guiding you. Forgive yourself or let go of fear. Forgive yourself. Let the past, leave the past in the past. Be the bridge between heaven and earth, as above, so below. A strong spiritual connection. Meditation may provide the answers that you seek. Whoa. And your affirmation. My boundaries are clear. I create the sacred space I need. That is beautiful. What a beautiful and powerful reading. I want to pull one card from the astrology deck just to see what we get here. And then next is Brenda. So Brenda, if you're in the chat, please put up your question. Saturn, boundaries, limitations, delays, responsibilities. Okay, so again, stop hiding, step into your power, step into your responsibility. Saturn is a teacher. He's naturally a teacher and he's also Father Time. So let go of the past, move into the future. Let go of the karma. He's the Lord of Karma. You gotta, this is perfect. Saturn comes in when it's time for us to learn our lesson and step into our responsibility and stop like blaming everything else or anyone else or whatever stories we create. Saturn comes in. He's the teacher. So this is beautiful. I bought a lilac tree because of Brutus's. Oh, wow. That's powerful. So, what a beautiful reading, Christina. I absolutely loved doing this reading for you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me update the list while we wait for Brenda's question. I'm just going to go to my PayPal real quick. And I think someone just signed up for the Moon Goddess training. Whoever did, welcome in. I'm so excited because I got a notification, but I didn't quite catch who it was that signed up. If you're here in the chat, I'm so excited that you're going to be joining us. Yeah, that was a powerful reading. Okay, so after Brenda, it is Stephanie. And I saw that you have a different name, Star Moon. And Brenda may not be in the chat right now, but we'll find out. The list is open to you guys. If you want to sign up, it's $25 sent to my PayPal. Aw. And then you'll get added to the list. But so far, that's everyone that's on the list. Okay, there you have it. Brenda is next. Yes, I know. I'm so excited. I haven't even checked to see how many women we have signed up for it, you guys. I don't think that Brenda's in the chat. So let's just go to Star Moon, and then when Brenda comes in, we'll do her reading. I wonder if she left me a message though. Let me just check real quick, you guys. Sometimes people leave a message. She did, but she didn't leave her location of birth. She wants a progress chart reading, left the date and the time, but not the location. Okay, so... Oh, you do? You got Brenda on text? Okay, hold on a minute. Patricia, how are you? It is so good to see you here. It's been a long time. I have actually been thinking about you. I've been wondering how you're doing. I was sick for the last 3 freaking weeks. It was intense. It was gnarly. Me and Dawn were sick. It was kind of not good, but it's so good to see you. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Okay, so I'm just going to do Star Moon and then we'll come back. So Star Moon wants an oracle card reading. Okay, do you know what question you want to ask or what you want to do a reading about? While you do that, I'm going to shuffle the cards. And also ask for a message for dear Stephanie here. Answering whatever question she has in this moment. All right. Oh, yes, I can. I'm sure of it. I'm sure a lot. happened. And I want to know. I'm curious. Okay, I've been going through some stuff and just wanting some guidance. I pray a lot. So wondering if they have any answers for me. Okay. Let's pull Energetics of Color card. Yeah, it would be fun to do a reading for you. The best thing is when you don't really tell me anything. Let's see just what the cards say. But of course, the question helps guide the reading. I want to show you this Star Moon. You got aubergine. I don't know how to say that name of that color, but it's forgiveness, and it's at the bottom of the deck. So part of what's happening and going on for you is there's something that you're letting go of. There's something that you need to forgive, either someone or something. You need to let go and forgive. Have you ever heard my song, I Forgive? Because I have a feeling it might resonate with you right now. The first card that you get is the Two of Swords. So there's I think you're struggling with choosing a side. You're struggling with making a decision. That's what the Two of Swords is about. I don't think when the Two of Swords comes up, it almost feels like we are blinded. She is blinded in this image, meaning she's blindfolded, not blinded, but blindfolded. And she's got these two options, and you don't really know which way to go. That's where you're at right now. That's the beginning. The next card you get, which one is this one? These don't have names on them. Give me 1 second, and I will figure this out. X10, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The reason that hello, Rebecca, welcome in. The reason that you're having a hard time trying to make a decision is because making the decision is going to bring about a lot of changes. And there's a fear that some of those changes are going to bring misfortune and problem and chaos instead of the opposite. And so it's like almost like you're stuck. You feel stuck. That's the challenge. It's like you have to trust. Making the decision is going to help you move forward, but you have to trust that you'll make the right decision. The overall theme for you is, I believe this is the Five of Wands, which talks about, it's so good to see you, Rebecca, which talks about arguments. It talks about competition. It talks about tension. So there's tension in the air. This actually, I feel, has to do with some kind of a relationship. And again, beginning with that forgiveness card, at some point you're going to have to forgive, because if you keep holding on to it and not moving forward and not allowing yourself to move forward, not trusting yourself, not trusting your intuition, the tension is not going to go away. It's not going to go away. The only way to clear the tension, and here's the wisdom from your ancestors, is the Nine of Wands. So what you need in this moment, your ancestors are telling you, you need courage, you need persistence, and you need strength. Courage, persistence, and strength is going to get you through whatever this situation is. And the card you get from the colors is mint green, which is all about boundaries. So this is a boundary issue. Mint green. And let me read to you what this card is all about. I've been trying to forgive people from my past trauma, but I feel like, there's definitely a block. Okay, you are putting in a greater effort than is necessary. I actually really like this card. How have you gone against your internal compass to get here? What do you need to let go of to realign with your truth? Take action and address your needs. You are supported in all directions. A forced effort, obligatory action over inspired action. Hiccups. Pay attention to the signs. Nature / the universe is conspiring to help you, but you're running out of time, feeling like there's not enough. This is about a role reversal. Try doing the opposite. Oh my God. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune card came out, and here's your affirmation. I accept all change. That's the courage and that's the strength that you need. I accept all change. However things are going to change, you need to just let them change. Trying to set boundaries, but I give in because, yeah, exactly. Yes. Well, there you go. Thank you, Star Moon. That was a really awesome reading. And now we have an astrology reading for Brenda. And so I'm going to pull up the chart. And I appreciate your patience, Brenda. And let us go ahead and get this going. Okay. You're welcome, Star Moon. I love your name, by the way. And I really feel good with this mala, you guys. This Ophiuchus mala, I really feel good with it. I haven't actually worn it until just like now, because I made it and then I just like let it be. But damn, some of them like really speak to me. This one's really speaking to me. Okay, let me know if you guys can see the chart. And I am going to enter the information here. November 14th, 93, 8 a.m. And we've got Bemidji. Never heard of it. And I got your payment, Patricia. Thank you so much. You will be after, I think you're after Brenda. You're after this one. Okay, MN. All right, November 14th, 19. How old are you? 93? I don't do that kind of math. Okay, November 14th, 93. I feel like you're pretty young. 8 a.m. Bemidji. Is that Minnesota? Okay. Let's take a picture of this. Oh, go like this. Okay, this is going to be fun, except we weren't going to do that. What we're going to do, because what she wants is actually a progress chart reading. Okay, secondary progressions for today. Okay. Here we go. Hold on, what is it doing? Give me 1 second. Okay, Brenda, and then here we go. Secondary progressions. Go. Make sure it's correct. Yep, secondary progressions for today. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, here we go. The first astrology reading of the night. Yay, Melanie. That's so awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Woohoo. Okay, you will type 27. 27. Okay. All right. So let us take a look at this and see what we got. So in a progress chart, what we focus on is in these mini readings, because you can go like into way detail into this, but in these mini readings, we focus on the sun and the moon, where they're at, what phase they're in, and that's going to tell you what phase you're in your life, what's going on in your life, whether you're like waxing or waning, or having a new experience, or really like feeling the culmination of something that's been a story that's been going on for you for a long, long time, about 14 years. So what I see here, you were born with the sun in Scorpio. Your progressed sun right now is in Sagittarius. You were also born with the moon in Sagittarius, and your moon, your progressed moon, is actually also in Sagittarius. That's interesting. The thing that I notice right away is that the moon, your progressed moon, is in the same sign that your progressed sun is in, which it's at 8 degrees, while your progressed sun is at 20 degrees. Now, the moon is going to progress through the degrees, is going to go to 9 and 10, 11, 12, and it's going to keep getting closer and closer to the sun. At this point, what we're looking at is a balsamic moon. So this is a time in your life, Brenda, where you are letting go. This is about going within. This is an internal journey, because what you're getting ready for is a new moon phase. I'm going to read to you from my favorite progress chart book to give you a little bit of more insight. There's nothing like how the book says it, but give me 1 second. Let me grab it. But that's in a nutshell what's going on. This is a time of release. This is a time of letting go. You are getting ready for something new. So the first thing, and I believe that the new moon is going to be in Sag, but we can definitely verify that. I'll tell you when that new moon is actually going to happen. Let's move the moon up, up, up. 20, 21, 21. Oh, I already passed it. Let's go back, back, back. Okay, right around there. Okay, September of 2022 is going to be a new moon phase in Sagittarius. Now, in progress chart astrology, this is like a 28.5-year cycle. So you get an opportunity right now. This is very unique. So between now and September, a whole year. This next year, you get an opportunity to prepare for that new moon, to prepare for that moment in time where you get to start a whole new cycle. This is very unique. Not a lot of people get that opportunity because they just don't know that it's happening. They're not aware. So let me go back to this chart here that we were looking at, and I want to read to you, first of all, the moon in Sag. Okay, this is what's going on right now for you. Along with the balsamic phase of letting go and releasing, this is what's going on. The shackles of intense one-to-one relating start to ease as you see the expansiveness of the unexplored world. You now have a burning desire to increase your worldview, to do things which have never been done before, to go to places that have never been seen before. And because this is the balsamic phase, this can be an internal journey for you. And going to in your internal world, new places, to go to places that have never been seen before, and to think things that have never been thought before. Such desires. My progressed moon is in Sag right now, so I so align with this. Such desires cause you to push for greater independence. The key issue is to encounter that which is new. You no longer desire intensity, as it reduces your ability to have an overview. That's what it means to have the moon in Sag. Now, I want to talk about the fact that the moon is transiting your first house. Let's add that to it. Here we go. This house is encountered after the wilderness of the 12th. You find that you can now take effective action and move into a mode of myself, doing my own thing and striving for my own independence. So the first house is about your self-identity. So this has to do with your identity. Whatever you're going through right now, this process of releasing and letting go is about who am I? That's the question that you're learning, and you're desiring to explore more things to find out who it is that you are. A progressed moon in this house propels you into an active, visible phase. You are pushing forward, a time for action. It is time for personal effort with visible results. You make your own decisions. There can also be an emphasis on your physical body, because that's ruled by the first house, your physical appearance, your name, your signature, and so on. But more than taking action, I want to talk about the balsamic phase, because the balsamic phase is not necessarily about taking action as it is about letting go and releasing and going into that internal journey. So let me find this real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. So this is the last phase of the cycle. For most of us, this closing lunar phase will occur in the same house and sign as that of the new moon, which started the beginning of the cycle. Calmness and security are the hallmarks of this phase as the individual releases the old cycle. So the other thing that's going on right now is that you're letting go of something that began literally, I was going to say 20 and a half years ago, but you're 27. So like the cycle began the minute you were born. You were like in it. And everything is going to change because this is all you've known your whole life, is this entire cycle. Now it's going to change. And that's why it feels like a big deal. Friends change, old papers stored for years are tossed out. The very foundation stones of your life start to develop cracks, resulting in the need for many things to change in your world. This is the clearing of the old ground to make sure that there is room in your life for the new cycle to come in. You are future oriented rather than preoccupied with the here and the now or the past. I just got chills for some reason. It is a time of release. If something wants to leave your life, let it go, for its space will be filled with the seeds of the new moon. This can be the hardest lunar phase of all, as we are conditioned to keep our lives full. This phase is all about clearing a space. As this space opens up, you may panic, fearing that there is something wrong. We are taught to believe that it is unnatural to pull away from so many things, to eliminate so much from our lives for no apparent reason, a seeming whim. If the clearing is resisted, then the cosmos will take charge and you will experience an uncontrolled exodus of people and things from your life. So you better do it yourself. And that, my dear, is what is happening for you right now. So a lot. And it's very intense. Shannon, you let us know, because I know that you guys are texting. You let us know how this resonated with her. That was a powerful reading. It's so cool to find when people ask for a reading, especially a progress chart reading, to find that there's something really powerful going on. The balsamic phase is a really powerful phase of the progress chart. So now we have Patricia. I'm just going to double check the list, but I believe, yes, we have Patricia next. So let me know what kind of reading you want. And feel free to put up your question whenever you are ready. Melanie says, my birthday is on the 4th. What type of reading should I get? For tonight, your birthday is on the 4th. I would do a transit reading. Transit reading might be fun because the new moon is coming up very soon. And so if you're born on the 4th, then that means you're Libra. And also the new moon is going to be on your sun. Cards? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know what question you want to ask, and then we'll get right to it. But that means that, Melanie, that the new moon could very possibly be like right, very close to your sun, about a couple degrees away. Well, depending on depending on the timing, but that might be actually really a really cool opportunity for you to experience, or to learn about where this is going to be affecting you. So I would say transit reading might be a good one for you. Unless you just want like general tarot, you can always do that too. All right. I'm just going to start shuffling, Patricia, because I don't really need the question, but it'll be good to have it. Okay. All right. I like that. Wisdom from the ancestors and energetics of color card for Patricia. That was right on. Your intuition was right on, Shannon. Having issues with transparency. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, so the card that's at the bottom of the deck is fuchsia. And it says unbounded. Unbounded. That's very interesting. I actually want to read that real quick before we get into the cards that I pulled. Fuchsia. Unbounded. It's a very, very like bright, bright colored card. This color serves as a reminder to keep dreaming, keep aspiring, keep trying. There are infinite possibilities in our magical world. Believe that you are about to receive a miracle. Dreaming, ambition, desire, creating a plan, discovery, a plethora of possibilities without boundaries. Dream big. Anything is possible. My thoughts, this is your affirmation. My thoughts shape my reality and I am limitless. Okay, that's what we start with. I just wanted to show you that because it looked very, very activating. Okay. So the intuition, I pulled 5 cards: intuition, challenge, overall theme, wisdom from the ancestors, and then the color, energetics of color card. The first card you get here is the Two of Wands, but it's actually, I'm going to read reversals for you. The Two of Wands in reverse is, I believe it is reversed, or maybe it's not. Hang on. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I want to, yeah, it's reversed. Okay. Just wanted to make sure because these cards are a little confusing. They don't have any words and the reversals are like, there's a backside to it. Yes. Okay. So Two of Wands in reverse is about unrealistic energy, feeling stifled, and procrastinating. Okay. I don't think that this is you. I think, well, there might be a little bit of like the unrealistic. There's something about it's like what you want and what's needed seems to be at odds. I don't know if that makes sense, but being unrealistic is like you were expecting more than what is being given in some way. It's making you feel stifled. But what I think is really going on underneath the surface is that the doctors are procrastinating. I don't know why that's how that comes out. It's like there's unsurety, and so nothing's moving forward. It could be the resistance, it could be the walls, it could be the fear, all of that. But like something, something is like there is a block. And I do feel like it's on the side of the doctors. They're not going forward for some reason. Like I can feel it energetically that it's like, it's stopped and it doesn't go any further than that. the next card that you get is actually the Ace of Swords, but it is reversed. Logic and common sense are missing. So the Ace of Swords, usually this is about new beginning, like a new thought, like a new idea that comes in. But in reverse, it's chaos because there's lack of clarity. Things are unclear, and so it brings in an aura of weakness. Yes. So this is in the challenge position. So this means that there's something that they're not clear about. There's something that you're not clear about. And the communication, because the swords is about communication, it's stifled, right? Just like the first card that we get. There's lack of clarity. However, I'm going to point out that there is an eagle here. And what the eagle to me represents is it's actually carrying a wreath. And that to me is a symbol of like victory. The eagle usually represents victory, but what it also represents is a higher perspective. So something is asking you to lift up the perspective and see things from above. Find a higher way of seeing the situation. However difficult or challenging that may be, I think that's what the eagle is asking you. There's an attempt to understand, but because it's reversed, there's lack of clarity. It feels very chaotic. Seeing things from a higher perspective, I think, will help you to at least understand better what's going on. Yeah, the eagle is a good sign. Now, the next card that you get is the Two of Pentacles. This is the overall theme, which basically just said there's just too much going on. There's too much going on. I kind of feel like this is on your end. It's the pressure that you feel from being unable to communicate, being unable to get across, being unable to understand and have that clarity. It's the chaos because of the confusion of the doctors or whatever, wherever they're at, where they're stifled, they're not able to, they're not being realistic. They're just not in the right space. They're procrastinating. They're holding back. The chaos, the lack of clarity is causing a lot of tension and a lot of stress, because the Two of Pentacles is about stress caused by too many things going on. And that's why it's in the position of the overall theme. It's causing you stress. It's causing them stress, I'm sure. There is a lot going on. The wisdom from the ancestors is a major arcana, and I just want to make sure I'm getting the right one. Okay. It's the major arcana, and it is the Justice card. Wow. That's a big deal. The Justice card comes out, and the Justice card is about fairness, harmony, and truth. The Justice card can also be about things like the legal system, things like the underneath of things. So like the legal side of things, right? The paperwork, the insurance, the even like lawsuits. But of course, underneath it all is like justice and fairness. I think that your ancestors are telling you that there is justice and fairness coming, but it's not quite here yet. They only function in small little boxes. I know. Trust me, I know. But yeah, so this also could mean that there is some kind of legal action that is that maybe has to be taken or would benefit you, because remember, this is the card that's the wisdom from the ancestors, and they're saying something about the legal system, something about that side of things. Read the fine print. That's what this is all about. The judge, right? The judge comes out and rules or whatever. It could be that there's something exactly after the retrograde that there's something about like looking into the fine print, the contracts, all of those things, the legal aspect of things. Your ancestors want you to pay attention to for some reason, Maybe there's a loophole. Maybe there's the answer to what you're looking for is found within. Like the clarity will come when you dig deeper into that side of things. And then the card that you get is Terracotta, surrender. This is an interesting message. I actually really like this. So because it comes right after the Justice card, it's saying that also, beyond all of this, stop trying to control it and surrender. And Justice has a sword and a bird in this card. It does, yes. Okay, really speaking to you. Let's look up Terracotta. Almost there. Okay, here we go. Surrender, like surrender to the process. But not surrender to defeat. This is not about surrendering to defeat. This is about surrendering the need to be in control of it. And let's see what the card says. Are you questioning your direction or decisions made in the past? You cannot change the past and you cannot predict the future. Well, you can with astrology. But let go of the control you're trying to maintain over your life. Consider taking a day off or book a vacation. Your spirit yearns for more joy and playtime. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. This is the power about the power of choice. Will you stand tall and face your fears or run away from them? This is about observing the nature of your actions. Are you operating from the head or the heart? Embracing your journey. Trust in the divine timing of all things. Yes, that's what I feel from the surrender card is trust in the divine timing of all things. Trust where you're at. Simply trust. And your affirmation is, I release all judgment towards myself and others. Oof. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I release all judgment of myself and others. I want to pull one of the astrology oracle cards. Yeah, I'm sure there is absolutely. No, I knew it. I freaking knew it. I don't know why. I just felt it that Chiron was going to come out. Okay. So I swear to God, I was like, there's Chiron energy here. Of course, there's always Chiron in your journey, but this is obviously about healing. But if you think about the fact that Chiron right now is also in Aries, I don't know look at Chiron. Look at Chiron in your transits. Look at Chiron in your progress chart. Look at Chiron somewhere because Chiron has to do with something here. Did you ever read the book by Barbara Handclough called Chiron? She actually, I know, right? She actually talks about how Chiron, there's some evidence or some studies or whatever that were done that point towards Chiron being ruled by Virgo. This is something that I've often talked about, and the fact that Virgo rules health and medicine and doctors and things like that, and of being of service, and your health and your well-being and like your everyday life and your schedule and everything. There's something about this, but yes, Chiron did just come out. And this is a healing. This is obviously, okay, I was going to say something about Chiron in Aries right now. Where is he in your chart? Where is that Aries energy? Yes, where is that Aries energy right now? Where is Chiron in your chart? Because there's something important there. There's something important there. Obviously, Chiron in Aries is healing our identity. Like that wound of like not knowing who we are. People that have Chiron in Aries. Do you have Chiron in Aries? People that have Chiron in Aries struggle to understand themselves because their identity is their wound. Whoa, that's like a whole Pandora's box there that we can open up. But there's something about Chiron. Okay, good luck. But there's something about the healing journey of Chiron here to help you understand what's going on. Obviously, this is a healing journey for you, but there's something deeper, and I would have to see your chart to be able to know what that is. But I feel like there's a message there with Chiron in your chart. Chiron in Aries, or do you have Chiron in Taurus? I'm curious. I don't know why. You have it in Aquarius. Okay. But where is it in your chart right now? Where is it transiting? That is, I think, where I'm looking more at. Chiron in Aquarius. That's so interesting. Aquarius is usually already feel like weird enough. Having Chiron in Aquarius is like, do you feel like an alien sometimes? Okay, my progressed Chiron is on a solar arc, Saturn, and sextile Mars. Okay. Where is it transiting in your chart right now too? Solar arc, Saturn, and sextile Mars. Mars? Mars? Well, Mars is in Libra right now. Okay, that was that's what I don't know why I gotta know where it is and where is it transiting. 9 degrees Aquarius natal. That's such an interesting placement. You must very often feel like an alien. Like out of this world. With your healing journey. Okay, there you go. Anyways, just play with Chiron. He came out. I can't see your chart right now, so I don't know where he is, but either way, just look at Chiron. Play with Chiron right now and see what some more messages will come through for you. There you go. Healing. This is definitely a powerful, obviously, has been for a long time, but I think right now there may be a peak. You may be reaching a peak in your journey of healing. Feeling like you're an alien. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Patricia. Your 9th. Huh. Okay, so I think so here's what I'm getting from it. Just gonna throw this out there. There's so much learning going on right now for you. If I'm understanding that Chiron is transiting your 9th, there's a lot of learning. This experience of you healing yourself is expanding you in a way, expanding your mind in a way that I don't think right now, especially, but it's been there for a minute. But either way, it's expanding you in a way that is almost like overwhelming. And conjunct your Ceres, the nurturing goddess. Whoa, there's a lot there, but play around with Chiron and see what he's up to. I think he's definitely teaching you something really powerful, and it feels to me like it's getting to a peak. It's getting to a point where it's like there's a powerful lesson coming through right now, and like that's what I keep getting. It's very important. Pay attention to Chiron. Thank you, Patricia. Rebecca, my natal one is in the 9th. You feel like you know so much, but others don't want to listen to your wisdom. There you go. So that actually, I'm really glad that you said that, Rebecca, because we started this reading with the doctors are not listening to me. So that is a match to that energy. You feel like you know so much, but others don't want to listen to your wisdom. Wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I feel like that's a match to what Patricia is experiencing right now. Okay. We've added Melanie to the list. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope that gave you some wisdom, affirmation, confirmation of whatever is going on for you. So Melanie It's your turn. So when you're ready, put up your information or your question, and we'll get started with your reading. I'm just double checking the list. Yeah, Patricia, but obviously, like, the chaos and the confusion is not going to stop until you understand your own personal, you surrender, right? We got the surrender card to surrender the control of whatever perception you feel like you need to be in control of. Yeah, I do, Rebecca. When you surrender to that, it's like Chiron. I feel Chiron there, like, hi, I've been here all along. Let me tell you a thing or two. That's what I'm getting. Except one is really helping and had a breakthrough. Well, that's good. That's good. Then that, to me, I would interpret it as like that Chiron energy piercing through, getting through. And then Rebecca is after Melanie. Okay. And thank you everyone that has gotten on the list tonight. No. It's not about surrendering to people who aren't listening or thorough. It's about surrendering. Do not do that. Yeah, it's a different kind of surrendering. It's like it's that eagle. It's the higher perspective. It's surrendering to the higher perspective of it, and just be like, let go, and obviously not let go that much, but let go with the perspective, the higher perspective. It doesn't mean you stop fighting for yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let us take a look at Melanie's chart. And it was so sweet to do that reading for you. Thank you so much again, Patricia. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let me put in the information. Sorry, let me go back here because it looks kind of weird like that. Okay, October 4th, 62, 3:30, Birmingham. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. Okay, October 4th, 62:30 p.m. And then what we're going to do is put the current transits after that because we want to see where that new moon is happening. But I am actually going to move forward till the new moon, which is happening on the 6th. And the craziest thing of it all, which I am like so freaking excited about, is the fact that the new moon is happening at 13 degrees. And that's the day that we are seeing the starting the moon goddess training. And 13 degrees is the number of the goddess. And there's 13 moon centers. Yes, happy birthday to Melanie. There's 13 moon centers. The number of the goddess is 13. I mean, this stuff is like, this is really exciting, you guys. The moon goddess training. All right, I feel like that it should fix itself any second now. Okay, can you guys see the chart? Or charts? Okay. So let's take a look at, obviously, like I said, because you have Libra sun, you were born on the 4th, 2 days before the new moon that's happening. You have the sun, the new moon conjunct your sun, but also your Mercury, because you were born with Sun Mercury conjunction. Look at this though. We've got Mars also at 13 degrees, and that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to be talking about this new moon next week during the astrology, but this is very unique. So the conjunction, Mars is about action. Mars is our drive. Mars can also be motivation. It is where our motivation lies. Sorry about that noise. That's the dryer. So this is a moon about, first of all, with Mars and the moon and the sun here, this is Mars is driving the ship. He's driving forward, but we also have Mercury retrograde too. Interestingly enough, though, you were born with Mercury retrograde. So this is an energy in Libra. So in Libra, this is something that for you somehow feels familiar. What I've noticed from people that are born with Mercury retrograde is that when the retrograde comes, they tend to actually enjoy it because everything slows down. It's like they're not the quick-minded, fast-moving, fast-paced Mercury that a Mercury direct in a natal chart would feel like. I know it is. It looks awesome, right? They're kind of, they're not, I don't want to say slower mentally, but what I mean is they enjoy taking the time to think about things, to process things. So this retrograde may actually feel kind of good for you. But you have to tell me how you're feeling and how it's affecting you normally. So this is interesting. This is actually very unique for you specifically because not everyone has Mercury retrograde or Mercury in Libra in their chart, or retrograde at the time where there's also a retrograde and a new moon that's conjunct your sun. So what is this going to be affecting? The new moon in Libra is about, it's relationships. It's a new beginning within relationships. And Mars right here in Libra is about taking action towards achieving that balance, taking action towards achieving that harmony in our lives, in our relationships. One thing that you do have to think about though is that Mars in Libra is not exactly like a happy duckling here, because he would much rather be in Aries, which is the opposite of Libra, where he feels the strongest. But in Aries, he can be like a warrior and a sacred warrior at that. But he can also be very impulsive, and he can also be like a fighter. He like just doesn't think about things and just pushes through things. And sometimes we need that kind of power to help us take action. But right now is not the time for that. Right now is the time for understanding. Right now is the time for everyone gets to say, everyone gets to express themselves. It's like we're in the courtroom and like, okay, you get to speak and then you get a turn to speak and then everybody says what they want and then the harmony is achieved. Sometimes you do need a judge to achieve that harmony, but I think that how this is affecting you is a very personal way, because this is conjunct, this new moon, Mars and the moon is and the sun is conjunct your own sun and your own Mercury, which is your mode of communication. So you understand yourself by the way you communicate. You understand yourself by the way you speak. There's something about when you speak, people can see who you are because it's conjunct your sun, and your sun is your soul. It's like who you are inside. It's not like the outward expression of your personality. That's more of your rising sign. But the inner you gets to come out when you speak, when you share your thoughts, when you process things. So this moon is actually going to be for you also. It can be an opportunity for a new beginning of your own sense of your inner self. The other thing that we have to look at is what house this moon is happening in. You have 11 degrees at the cusp of your 8th house of death, change, and transformation. But also it has to do with like resources and money that comes to you, not from how you yourself making it, but from other people, like investments, people give you money, things like that. This new moon happening your 8th house is an ending to a new beginning. So it's strengthening the power of the new moon to be about something new that's coming, something new. You can get to set intentions. So how do you want your relationships to change? What needs to change in your relationships? And that's what you can focus on. And that's where you can put your drive and your motivation into as you move forward from this new moon. And of course, it's like right around your birthday, although the moon will be pretty much on your birthday, the moon will be in the balsamic phase, because it's like coming up to right around there, like beginning the balsamic phase, which is about letting go. So next week on your birthday, it's like take a moment to let go and release. And you just signed up for the Moon Goddess training. So we're going to go on this powerful journey together. It would be really wise for you to think about what it is you want to set intentions about in terms of relationships for you in your life, what you want to end, what you're ready for things, how you're ready for things to change and begin, and allow you and get ready for a powerful journey of the death that turns into a transformation or a transmutation and a rebirth. It's like the phoenix, right? The 8th house is the phoenix that rises from the ashes. So I would get ready for a powerful journey with the Moon Goddess training, but also because it's going to help support you during this new cycle of the moon, which is in Libra, which is conjunct your sun, which is your soul. So that's what I got for you, Melanie. Thank you for signing up for a reading. I think it's going to be a really powerful new moon for you. It's going to bring in a lot of change. Obviously, change can be uncomfortable, but I think that it's time. I somehow feel like it's time for you. This change is ready. You are ready for the change. Yeah, wild ride. Exactly. Next, we have Rebecca. Whenever you're ready, Rebecca. Thank you, Shannon, for moderating and putting up that information. I really appreciate it. And while we wait for Rebecca's question, I'll just show you guys again the fucus mala that I've made that has labradorite on it, as well as the serpent, a beautiful labradorite stone, and a little feather, little charms. This is such a beautiful mala. This is one of 7 malas that I have created that will soon be on my Etsy shop. These are the STARSEED malas that are coming out, and I've decided I'm gonna have them made to order. So now that I have them all done and have all the pictures taken and going to be putting them on Etsy, when you order them, I'll make it as you order it, because I think that makes more sense to me than to make a bunch of them, because then that's just kind of intense. But if you're interested and if you've had a starseed reading from me, look at which starseed energy is the strongest for you or which one you align the most with. You don't have to have had a starseed reading to get one of these, but it might help to know, like, okay, if your sun is on a fucus, you might want the fucus mala. But these are so powerful, and I'm going to put all the information of why I chose the stone I chose, the energy of the starseed family and your ancestors, and how the mala will help you connect with your starseed ancestors. Cards. Okay, awesome. Don't forget to make feather earrings. People have been asking for those. It's kind of hard to get the feathers. Okay, here we go. I am transforming my beliefs as part of my healing from recent intensely painful circumstances. Am I on the right track? Does Spirit have advice on how else to move on from this? Okay. Shannon, this one is the shit, for lack of better words. Like, I love Labradorite. This is my favorite mala of all of them. Okay. Here we go. Message for Rebecca. We're going to pull 5 cards: intuition, challenge, overall theme, wisdom from the ancestors, and then energetics of color card. And Rebecca wants to know, Is she on the right track? And does Spirit do you have advice for her on how else to move on from this? Yeah, Shannon too. Shannon also was like, you need to make the feather earrings. Our overall theme for Rebecca. Wisdom from the ancestors. Oh, I know. I remember. Oh, yes. I remember making those. I love mamalas you made, especially the citrine amethyst. I absolutely love that. All right. Energetics of color for Rebecca. That was a really cool mala. I think that was like one of the very first malas that I think I made. Oh, okay. At the bottom of the deck, we get strawberry. I love it. Perseverance. Yes. Perseverance. Let's read that one first. First message that comes through, strawberry. I don't know why that's funny to me. Okay, here we go. Perseverance. You have a well-traveled spirit who has come to Earth to create necessary change. Your mission may not be well received, but you carry a powerful message rooted in love. There are others like you on this planet, and if you're feeling lonely, stick to your message. You will find support in others and for your cause. Use your voice and take action now. You are a powerful change maker. This is about disrupting. This is about creating change. This is about deep passion, a desire for peace, love, and unity on earth. So this is beyond a personal thing, Rebecca. Like, there's something bigger going on here. You are the poster child for a cause, self-respect, a wise spirit. Your affirmation for this card is, I have unconditional love for this planet and all who live here. Yeah. Your spirit guides want you to like go way beyond the what's in front of me with that card. Like, hey, do you remember all these powerful things? You know? Do you remember that? Do you remember why you chose to come here? Do you remember that deeper layer of things? Yeah, that's more important right now. However, let's take a look at the cards that actually came out. This is the Hierophant, and that was a really beautiful message too. The Hierophant is actually reversed. In this card, what we see is there's a child. There's a child. He's holding a key. There's an apple split in half. And then there's a little figurine of the goddess, the mother goddess. There's also the Venus star. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Venus star. So powerful, kind of ancient hermetic alchemy. But we're behind him. We're behind him. And this is reversed. So the Hierophant reversed is about rebellion, contempt, and withholding. So you have to ask yourself, this is right away your intuition is like, it opens up and receives this message. What I see more from this card than anything else is you hold the key. I feel like you resemble this child in this image, and you hold the key to the answers. Now, the answers you may think, I feel like this is Sagittarius energy for some reason. But you hold the key, you have the answers within you, but this is about going deeper within to your inner child healing and seeing it from the perspective of that. Whatever is going on in your life right now, whatever change, this is it's some kind of inner child healing that's going on. And that's why I think it's been so intense for you. Like, it has triggered for you past trauma. And it could be from earlier in this life because this is the baby, but it could be it could be, yeah, Chiron also. It could be earlier from a past life. The challenge, which you get here is, it is the 8 of Cups, but it is actually in reverse. So instead of walking away, which is what the universe wants you to do, you may be feeling hopeless. You may be withdrawing, and you may feel like you're just kind of drifting through life, not really taking responsibility. But it's not about responsibility. It's like there's a bit of resisting. There's a bit of resisting for some reason. You also get the Strength card as the overall theme, but the Strength card is actually reversed. So instead of feeling strong, you feel weak. Instead of feeling strong, you feel doubt. Instead of feeling patience, you feel impatience. Wow, that's it. That's heavy. That's heavy. This is still healing. You're still healing this. This hasn't, obviously it's not just going to go away. If it was something so powerful, it's not just going to like, disappear and be like, yeah, we're done. But there is some resistance. Yes, I would say Chiron is definitely something important to look at too. I don't know why Chiron's coming up tonight, but the key, you hold the key. I feel like you're protected. You're protected. At the same time, though, the journey is hard to really fully unravel what is really going on here at that deeper level. And that's why there's a little bit of resistance, because you're supposed to just like walk away with like a clean slate. Whatever has happened in the past is no longer like fixable. That's why the 8 of Cups, we walk away from the broken cups, because you can't fix the broken cups. But I think that you feel exhausted. The Strength card reverses. You just need rest. You need to give yourself time to rest. I don't think you're giving yourself time to rest though, because you also got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, which is feeling overwhelmed, unbalanced, and chaotic. So no wonder. Okay, so there's too much going on. You haven't gathered up your strength again yet to continue forward on your journey. What I keep getting is like, you need some time. You just need some time for yourself to process, to understand that at that deeper layer, to open the door. Yeah, but it's not about resting. This isn't a physical thing. This is an emotional thing. That's what because like what you do on a physical level, and that's a good thing that you're resting as much as you can, but it's internal. It's a mental, emotional process that has launched because of whatever happened in your situation, and you need to gather up your strength. Resting will help, but this is more about the mental process of it. So maybe the rest is taking a break from thinking about it too much, or taking a break from pushing yourself too hard. There's the infinity symbol that's coming through strong in both of these cards. It's over her head, like over her crown. And obviously in the 2 of Pentacles, the infinity symbol. That makes me think that this, whatever lesson is being learned here, is karmic, and it has to do with past lives. But it's almost like a multi-dimensional thing that's going on. It goes way back and it goes way forward. And that's why this is your soul. This is a soul level, like a soul retrieval. Whoa. Wow, this is like a soul retrieval. Yes, because of the baby and the key. Have you ever heard of soul retrieval? For some reason, it's coming through really strong. You need to retrieve, even though I'm going to just say something about soul retrieval. There's certain things that make sense about soul retrieval and certain things that don't. More than soul retrieval, I would give it a different name. Instead of soul retrieval, I would give it the name of like regeneration, or putting the puzzle back together, or interesting, putting the puzzle back together, or letting go of the past, moving forward into the future. Yeah, this is deep. There's many layers to this, and I could keep going on and on and on. But I lost my train of thought. So let's go to the card that you get, which is mint green, which is all about boundaries. Mint green, boundaries. Okay. You are putting in a greater effort than is necessary. How have you gone against your internal compass here? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's your internal compass. What do you need to let go of to realign with your truth? Take action and address your needs. You are supported in all directions. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. A forced effort, obligatory action over inspired action, hiccups, pay attention to the signs. Nature/the universe is conspiring to help you. Running out of time, feeling like there's not enough. Role reversal, try doing the opposite. And then the affirmation is, I accept all change. I accept all change. And then that acceptance of the change is the answer, is the key. The card we get is Mercury. What I feel is significant about this card specifically coming out right now is the fact that Mercury is retrograde, and is retrograde in Libra. And Libra is about relationships. And I know your situation has to do with a relationship. So the deeper, what's at the bottom of the deck? The 5th house of creativity, romance, children, expression, passion. Mercury in the 5th house. You need to communicate. You need to find a way to express, communicate, however it comes out. Maybe through writing, maybe through speaking, maybe just for yourself, not for like the public, but just for yourself. Express it out in a very passionate way, what you're feeling inside. Because Mercury's retrograde and we're going through this internal process. Say it out loud for yourself. Like I'm seeing like a little ritual or a little ceremony for yourself where, oh, that's crazy. Where you get to be like, you create a little ceremony for you and then you voice it. You say it out to the universe, what it is that you want, what you're healing, what your fears are, what all of this is. And we're coming into a new moon in Libra. So it's a new beginning for relationships. You get to set intentions for something new. What can be different for you in terms of relationships? But also express yourself with passion, and let yourself be creative right now. That's part of what's going to help you heal. That's what I'm getting. So there you go. kind of a heavy reading, but I actually really enjoyed that reading. So thank you so much for getting on the list, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I'm going to check the PayPal again, but I think that might be it. That might be everybody that got on the list today. Yep. So yeah, there you go. Thank you everyone for getting on the list. Oh, I appreciate you too. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to be here. I'll be back on Monday and we're going to do the weekly reading on Monday. And between now and then, check out my Etsy shop because I'm going to upload the pictures and the products of the malas. And if you want one, that's where you're going to be able to order one. And then once you order it, I'll make it once you order it. But I'll be back Monday with the weekly reading. And then Tuesday is the Libra new moon astrology. Thursday is the beginning of the Moon Goddess training. So if you're still thinking about it, make sure to sign up before then. We have our initiation ceremony at 4 p.m. Pacific, 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to do the new moon ceremony on the channel here. We will move the Magic of Venus to Thursday, and then we'll do mini readings again on Friday. So next week, I'm literally going to be live every single day of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm excited. You'll get to see a lot of me. Thank you everyone so much. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your Friday. Happy weekend, and we'll see you again back here on Monday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and MeWe at Channel for Grace. Follow our group, Channel for Grace Starseed Soul Tribe. And then also follow Moon Goddess Training on Instagram, because I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff on there once the training starts. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you all again in a few days. Sat Nam.